Assalamu alaikum. My name is Rapper. We're still reading the Quran. We're getting close to the end. We're on a new surah. We are on Surah An-Naba. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Number 1, about what are they asking one another? 2, about the great news. 3, that over which they are disagreement. 4, no, they are going to know. 5, then no, they are going to know. 6, have we not made the earth a resting place? 7, in the mountains the stakes? 8, and recreated you in pairs. 9, and made your sleep a means for rest. 10, and made the night as clothing. 11, and made the day for livelihood. 12, and constructed above you 7 strong heavens. 13, and made therein a burning lamp. 14, and sent down from the rain clouds pouring water. 15, that we may bring forth thereby grain and vegetation. 16, in gardens of entwined growth. 17, indeed the day of judgment is in an appointed time. 18, the day of the horn is blown and you will come forth in multitudes. 19, and the heaven is open and will become gateways. 20, and the mountains are removed and will be but a mirage. 21, indeed hell has been lying in wait. Footnotes. Al-An-Naba, the news or happening, i.e. the resurrection, to stabilize the land and balance the earth, covering and concealing you in its darkness. 22, for the transgressors, a place of return. 23, in which they will remain for ages, unending. 24, they will not taste therein any coolness or drink. 25, except scalding water and foul purulence. 26, inappropriate recompense. 27, indeed they were not expecting an account. 28, and denied our verses with emphatic denial. 29, but all things we have enumerated in writing. 30, so taste the penalty, and never will we increase you except in torment. 31, indeed for the righteous is attainment. 32, gardens and grapevines and full-breasted companions of equal age. 34, and a full cup. 35, no ill speech will they hear therein or any falsehood. 36, as reward from your Lord a generous gift made due by account. 37, from the Lord of the heavens and the earth and whatever is between them the most merciful. They possess not from him authority for speech. 38, the day that the Spirit, i.e. Gabriel, and the angels will stand in rows, and they will not speak except for one whom the most merciful permits, and he will say what is correct. Footnotes. In proportion to and comparable with their crimes. This announcement will be made to the companions of hell, of security, success, and reward, including escape and safety from hell, of wine which is delicious and does not intoxicate, i.e. as a result of both their own righteous deeds and the limitless generosity of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Another meaning is a gift calculated to be adequate. None of Allah's creatures can plead with him on the day of judgment except his permission. 39. That is the true, i.e. certain day, so he wills may take to his Lord a way of return. 40. Indeed, we have warned you of a near punishment on the day when the man will observe with his hands have put forth, and the disbeliever will say, oh, I wish that I were dust. Footnotes, i.e. a direct route through correct beliefs and righteous deeds, i.e. the deeds he did in this world which await him in the hereafter. We've made it to another surah. We're on Surah An-Naziat. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Number 1, by those angels who extract with violence. Number 2, and by those who remove with ease. Number 3, and by those who glide as if swimming. Number 4, and those who race each other other than a race. Number 5, and those who arrange each other. Number 6, on the day the blast of the horn will convulse creation. Number 7, there will follow it the subsequent one. Number 8, hearts that day will tremble. Number 9, their eyes humbled. Number 10, they are presently saying, will we indeed be returned to our former state of life? Number 11, even if we should be decayed bones. Number 12, they say that then would be a losing return. 13, indeed it will be but one shout. 14, and suddenly they will be alert upon the earth's surface. 15, has there reached you the story of Moses? Number 16, when his Lord called him in the sacred valley of Tua. Footnotes, and Naziat, the extractors, i.e. those who tear out the souls of those destined for hell, i.e. those angels who ease out of the souls of those destined for paradise, speeding to evacuate Allah's commands, racing to deliver the souls of the believers in paradise, according to Allah's decree. Those are the disbelievers who deny the resurrection. Those are the disbelievers. The disbelievers say this is ridicule of the warning, i.e. if that were so, we would not be able to escape punishment. 17. Go to Pharaoh, indeed he has transgressed. 18. And say to him, would you be willing to purify yourself? 19. And let me guide you to your Lord so you would fear him. 20. And he showed him the greatest sign. 21. But he, i.e. Pharaoh, denied and disobeyed. 22. Then he turned back striving, i.e. plotting. 23. And he gathered his people and called out. 24. And said, I am your most exalted Lord. 25. So Allah seized him exemplary punishment for the last and the first transgression. 26. Indeed that is a lesson, i.e. warning, for whoever would fear Allah. 26. And are you more difficult creation, or is the heaven, i.e. Allah constructed it? 28. He raised its ceiling and proportioned it. 29. And he darkened its night and extracted its brightness. 30. And after that he spread the truth. 31. He extracted from it its water and its pasture. 32. And the mountains he set firmly. 33. As enjoyment, i.e. provision for you and your grazing livestock. 34. But then there comes the greatest overwhelming calamity. 35. The day when man will remember that for which he strove. 36. And hellfire will be exposed for all those who see, i.e. the miracle footnotes, i.e. the miracle of a staff becoming a great snake. An alternative meaning is running from the snake, i.e. for Pharaoh setting himself up as a deity and for his previous oppression of the people and denial of Moses, i.e. created the day from which the surrounding darkness, i.e. the day of resurrection. 37. So as for he who transgressed. 38. And preferred the life of this world. 39. Then indeed hellfire will be his refuge. 40. But as for he who feared the position of his Lord and prevented the soul from unlawful inclination. 41. Then indeed paradise will be his refuge. 42. They ask you, O Muhammad, about the hour when it is at arrival. 43. In what position are you that you should mention it? 44. To your Lord is his finality. 45. You are only a warner of those who fear it. 46. It will be on the day they see it as though they had not remained in the world except for the afternoon or morning thereof. Footnotes. See footnote to 55 through 46. Literally resting or establishment, meaning that Muhammad had no knowledge of it, so how could he inform them? I.e. its destination and determination, and to him belongs ultimate knowledge of it, i.e. the hour of the resurrection. We've made it to another surah. We're on Surah Al-Basa. Bismillahir-Rahmanir-Rahim. 1. He, i.e. the Prophet, frowned and turned away. Number 2. Because there came to him the blind man interrupting. Number 3. But what would make you perceive, O Muhammad, that perhaps he might be purified? Number 4. Or be reminded in the remembrance would benefit him. 5. As for he who thinks himself without need. 6. To him you give attention. 7. And not upon you is any blame if he will not be purified. 8. But as for he who came to you striving for knowledge. 9. Why he fears Allah. 10. From him you are distracted. 11. No, indeed they, i.e. the verses, are a reminder. 12. So whoever wills may remember it. 13. It is recorded in honored sheets. 14. Exalted and purified. 15. Carried by the hands of messenger angels. 16. Noble and dutiful. 17. Destroyed, i.e. cursed is man, how disbelieving is he. Footnotes. Al-Basa, he frowned, Abdullah the son of Maktum, as a result of what he learns from you, i.e. without need of faith or need of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Here is in the reference to the certain influential member of the Quraysh whom the Prophet had hoped to bring to Islam. The Prophet was responsible only for conveying the message, not for ultimate guidance. The revelation or him, i.e. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, i.e. those who deny Allah's message. Number 18, from what thing, i.e. substance, did he create him? Number 19, from a sperm drop he created him and destined for him. Number 20, then he eased the way for him. 21, then he causes his death and provides a grave for him. 22, then he will resurrect him. 23, no, he, i.e. the man, has not accomplished what he commanded him. 24, then let mankind look at his food. 25, how we poured down water in torrents. 26, then we broke open the earth, splitting it with the sprouts. 27, and caused to grow within it grain. 28, and grapes and herbage. 29, and olive and palm trees. 30, and gardens of dense shrubbery. 31, and fruit and grass. 32, as enjoyment, i.e. provision for you and your grazing livestock. 33, but when there comes the deafening blast. 34, on the day a man will flee from his brother. 35, and his mother and his father. 36, and his wife and his children. 37, for every man that day will be a matter adequate for him. Footnotes, his proportions, provisions, lifespan, etc. Into this world, i.e. his birth. It may also refer to life itself, which has been made easier by Allah's guidance. To conceal his decaying body, the piercing blast of the horn which signals resurrection as Saka is also the name of the day of the resurrection, i.e. to occupy him, he will be concerned only with himself, thus forgetting all others. 38, some faces that day will be bright. 39, laughing, rejoicing at good news. 40, and other faces that day will have upon them dust. 41, blackness will cover them. 42, those are disbelievers, the wicked ones. We've made it to another surah. We're on Surah Al-Takwir. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Number 1, when the sun is wrapped up in darkness. Number 2, and when the stars fall dispersing. Number 3, and when the mountains are removed. Number 4, and when full-term she-camels are neglected. Number 5, and when the wild beasts are gathered. Number 6, and when the seas are filled with flame. Number 7, and when the souls are paired. Number 8, and when the girl who was buried alive is asked. Number 9, for what sin she was killed. Number 10, and when the pages are spread, i.e. made public. Number 11, and when the sky is stripped away. Number 12, and when hellfire is set ablaze. Number 13, and when paradise is brought near. Number 14, the soul will then know what it has brought with it. Number 15, so I swear by the retreating stars. Number 16, those that run their course and disappear, i.e. set. Number 17, and by the night as it closes in. Number 18, and by the dawn when it breathes, i.e. stirs. Footnotes, Takwir, the wrapping. Those 10 months pregnant and nearing delivery, this verse alludes to the distraction from the vast value of possessions, or when the seas have overflowed into each other. With another like soul can also mean joined with the groups or sects on which are recorded the deeds of all people, i.e. all one's deeds from worldly life, which have accompanied the soul to the hereafter, in alternative meaning as it departs. Thank you for listening. Have a good day.